Welcome to Honest Car Reviews. My name is Eric and this is the Toyota Yaris Cross. In the name you hear Yaris and that is what it's based upon. But evidently it has received the Cross treatment. We need to talk about the connections with the Yaris apart from the underplate. And of course I'm talking of the design. Of course you see the lineage or the similarities to the Yaris, especially the upper part here. Underneath it looks more unique. Also have some similarities to the RAV4. And also I think I can see some hint of Lexus in there. This is an extra option paint, some metallics in there, and they really succeeded with the finish of this paint. The tires are standard. There's an option to have some better wheels, but then you have to choose a different model or package. So that's how that spec goes. And in terms of specifications, this is not the full or the max out version because this does not have the panoramic sunroof. But it does have the all-wheel drive, which kicks up the price of it. The base price is about 24,000 euros. The Yaris, or regular Yaris, cost from 22,000 euros. So it does cost more, but it is higher up, it is a bit longer, and arguably maybe even looks better. I'll go into the rear seats. We'll try. Oh man, yeah, the front seats is very far back, but that is for you to be able to have the best view from my camera. And a lot of cheap materials all around. Everything is black, and even the roof is pretty cheap as well. And you can see I have some rivets here as well. The seats in general feels quite nice. They have some contrasting stitching as well. Have let's see if I can open it up. Yeah, the latch is here. Let's see if I can do it smoothly. It comes out as a 40-20-40 configuration. There's supposed to be an armrest kinda with some cup holders, but it's too low down to actually work as an armrest. In the front, everything starts to look a bit better. Some gold details around the interior, everything very horizontal. The seats are very comfortable, but I had some problems getting a really good sitting position. The way that Toyota and other car manufacturers from Asia design the interior, it feels more flowy, not as angular. And in some ways I like it, in some ways I don't. But I think it works, especially with the exterior. It's a bit quirky and so is the inside, but everything feels very usable. Especially the manual controls for the temperature. Very easy to use, very easy to read as well. Simple, effective, easy, nothing to complain about. The infotainment system, very simple. I don't know if this is a third party or if it's Toyota's own. I'm not completely sold on it, I must say. There are some buttons to easily go in. There are some buttons to go out to the home menu. But I must say it's not that quick, not that responsive. There's some navigation, and the navigation itself works fairly okay. You can see it is a bit slow, yeah. But it does the job. There's some digital gauge cluster in the middle. That gives me all the necessary information, the average consumption, how my eco driving has been. There's park, reverse, neutral, drive, and B is for the regenerative braking. It's not a one pedal driving, so it won't stop completely, but if you want to slow down, use this instead of the brakes. Underneath here you have drive mode selector, so right now I'm in normal. There's power and eco, but there's also trail and snow. And to go back, I just push to normal very, very simple. I love the way that they have designed this. A button that's easily located to turn off the traction control, and a hard button to go into EV. But you can see here it complained that the hybrid battery has a low charge, which means that I can't be in EV mode. And that is a bit of an issue. I don't know how much charge the electric battery has. That would be good to be able to use or drive as much as possible in EV only. Here's the difference between a Yaris Cross and a regular Yaris. Here in the Yaris Cross I can take this sidetrack. In the Yaris I can't. But now I can hear the 3-cylinder engine, and there's a CVT gearbox. To activate the cruise control, which comes as standard, great job there Toyota. There's the button that I need to press, which is up, not down, because that will set a max speed. I think that they should have just put it on the right here. The suspension then, a bit on the stiffer side, but I wouldn't call it stiff. And it handles the unevenness very, very well. But you can really feel that since it is a smaller car, a lighter car, when there are some undulations in the road, you can feel it being affected. The sound from the tires is also very minimal. But when I drive a bit quicker, I would say that the wind noise created from the side view mirror is quite high. This has lane departure assist, and it is more towards the relaxed side. I like the way that this is designed. It just tries to nudge you a bit without being unnecessarily aggressive, but it loses the right side quite often. And I think that it's doing a better job of keeping you away from the middle line than the outside. The fuel consumption also extremely decent, but it is a smaller car, so I wouldn't expect anything else. You get a lot of car for your money. The Yaris, regular Yaris, competes a lot with the Honda Jazz, and the Honda Jazz does not come as a crossover, so that's a one big plus that the Yaris Cross has. And in general, I think that this gets a lot of plus for the exterior. There's a lot of people that takes a second glance at this car, and I think that strikes a really nice balance of being a crossover, a small crossover, but looking and filling out the shape of itself really nicely. The Ford Puma, you have the Renault Captur E-Tech, Volkswagen Taigo, but I don't know if Volkswagen offers a hybrid model or power plant. The E-Tech is hybrid, and Puma also has a hybrid. The Honda Jazz also comes as a hybrid, but that doesn't come as more of a higher up crossover small sized car. So I really dig the interior and the general design of the Renault Captur. I like the driving dynamics of the Ford Puma more, but I think the Toyota Yaris Cross strikes the best balance between exterior design, fuel consumption, driving dynamics, and all in all a thought out package.